Hello everyone. So today we will be discussing about services of transport layer. So before moving on services of transport layer, we will discuss about what is transport layer. So basically the transport layer is fourth layer from the top, fourth layer of TCP/IP model. The main role of the transport layer is to provide the communication services directly to the application processes running on different hosts. And the transport layer provides a logical communication between application processes running on different hosts. The application processes on different hosts are not physically connected, but application processes use the logical communication provided by the transport layer to send the messages to each other. The transport layer protocols are implemented in the end systems but in the network routers. A computer network provides more than one protocol to the network application, and all transport layer protocols provide multiplexing and deep multiplexing services. Each of the application in the application layer has ability to send a message by using TCP or UDP. The application communicates by using either of these two protocols. Both TCP and UDP will then communicate with the internet protocol in the internet layer. The applications can read and write to the transport layer. Therefore, we can say that communication is a two-way process. Now, we have services provided by the transport layer. So the services provided by the transport layer are similar to those of the data link layer. The data link layer provides the services within a single network, while the transport layer provides the services across an internet network made up of many networks, and the data link layer controls the physical layer, while the transport layer controls all the lower layers. The services provided by the transport layer protocols can be divided into 5 categories: end-to-end delivery, addressing, reliable delivery, flow control, and multiplexing. So, what is end-to-end delivery? The transport layer transmits the entire message to the destination. Therefore, it ensures the end-to-end delivery of an entire message from a source to the destination. Now, second one is addressing. So, according to the LAD model, the transport layer interacts with the function of the session layer. Many protocols combine session, presentation, and application layer protocol into a single layer. The transport layer provides the user address, which is specified as a station or port. The port variable represents a particular user of a specified station known as transport service access point. Each station has only one transport entity. The transport layer protocols need to know which upper layer protocols are communicating. Next, we have reliable delivery. The transport layer provides reliable services by retransmitting the lost and damaged packets. The reliable delivery has 4 categories: error control, sequence control, loss control, and duplication control. So reliable delivery is responsible and keeps the makes the transmission error free, and it is responsible for sequence control, loss control, and duplication control. So first one is error control. The primary role of reliability is error control. In reality, no transmission will be 100% error free delivery. So the data link layer also provides the error handling mechanism. The data link layer basically checks for the error between each network, and if an error is introduced inside the one of the routers, then this error will be caught by the data link layer. It only detects those errors that have been introduced between the beginning and the end of the link. So the transport layer performs the checking for the errors and end-to-end ensure that the packet has arrived correctly. Next is sequence control and reliability. So the second aspect of the reliability is sequence control, which is implemented at the transport layer. So on the sending end, the transport layer is responsible for ensuring that the packets received from the upper layer can be used by the lower layers. On the receiving end, it ensures that the various segments of a transmission can be correctly reassembled. Third one is lost control. Lost control is the third aspect of reliability. The transport layer ensures that all the fragments of transmission arrives at the destination, not some of them. So on the sending end, all the fragments of transmissions are given sequence number by a transport layer. These sequence numbers allow the receiver transport layer to identify the missing segment. Fourth one is duplication control. Duplication control is the fourth aspect of reliability. The transport layer guarantees that no duplicate data arrive at the destination. Sequence numbers are used to identify the lost packets. Similarly, it allows the receiver to identify and discard duplicate segments. So these were the aspects of reliability. Next we have flow control. Flow control is used to prevent the sender from overwhelming the receiver. If the receiver is overloaded with too much data, then the receiver discards the packet and asking for the transmission of packets. This increases network congestion and thus reducing the system performance. The transport layer is responsible for flow control. It uses the sliding window protocol that makes the data transmission more efficient, as well as it controls the flow of data so that the receiver does not become overwhelmed. Sliding window protocol is byte oriented rather than frame oriented. Next is multiplexing. The transport layer uses the multiplexing to improve the transmission efficiency. So multiplexing can occur in two ways: upward multiplexing and downward multiplexing. So upward multiplexing is means multiple transport layer connections use the same network connection to make more cost effective. The transport layer sends several transmission bound for the same destination along with the same path. This is achieved through upward multiplexing. And now downward multiplexing. So downward multiplexing means one transport layer connection uses the multiple network connections. Downward multiplexing allows the transport layer to split a connection among several paths to improve the throughput. This type of multiplexing is used when networks have a low or slow capacity. So these are the services of transport layer.